Yo, what's good? What's good? My bad. I'm mad late. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. Your boy Snapzilla Gorilla, aka The Definition, aka Tyrant's Bane. Freedom marchers, freedom family, freedom lovers, and freedom fighters. How y'all doing? My boy Xander. Hurry up, nickel. My bad, my bad. Why you gotta call me old, man? Why you gotta call me old, man? 45 is not old, brother. You know what I mean? 45 is the new 25. What's cracking, Xander? Shad Killings, how you doing, brother? Right? Telling me to hurry up. You know, I wanted to do this live earlier, of course, and I was planning on it. But, you know, I was on my way to the gym, and I was going to do it, but, you know, it didn't happen. And then, because I was on the phone. I was on the phone with my wife on my way to the gym. And then when I left, I had to go pick me up my lunch / dinner. Yeah, so I eat my dinner around 12 o'clock. And I didn't want to do a live stream and I'm munching on a sandwich. So I said, I'll just wait till after work. Yeah, and then, yes. But how y'all doing this morning? I mean, this afternoon. See, I'm all discombobulated. Anyway, y'all, this is a video or a live stream I feel is very important. Because, we got a lot of shit going on in the world today. And, you hear this terminology about being on code and all that good stuff, right? And I understand being on code. I understand it. But being on code is reserved for those who are also on code. If you are not on code, then you do not get to be coded. You understand what I'm saying? If you are not on code, then, and you're blatantly not on code, then I'm not going to be on code for you. You are no longer part of the culture. You understand what I'm saying? You have exiled yourself. You have excommunicated. You have been excommunicated from the code. And for those who don't know what the code is, or being on code, that means you ride for your people when they are attacked, when they are slandered. You know what I'm saying? You stay on code with them. You stand 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? And be solid with that individual or individuals as long as they demonstrate that they are not out here cooning. If they out here cooning, if they out here buck dancing, right? If they out here, kowtowing, bowing and scraping with massa, and, on some, y'all know what a coon is, on some Uncle Tom coon shit, then you are no longer going to be a recipient of the code. You do not get to be coded. We will not be on code with you, or at least that's how it should be. We have to, at this stage, right? At this stage in society, we ain't got time for buck broken, right? We have no time for buck broken motherfuckers. Now, this can go in many directions, right? There's being on code with your culture and your people, and there's also being on code with freedom, right? So, y'all know how I feel. If you are a statist, you are not on code with freedom. But you have a lot of statists out there that claim to be freedom loving, but also believe in law and order. When they back law and order, and when they back the police, when they back the government, for any reason whatsoever, when it comes to going against your people, then they are not on code. So you are no longer going to be considered, you are not a freedom lover, right? You are not for freedom. Queen Sister Cameron, why am I saying that? Cameron, how you doing? How you doing? Y'all go check out Sister Cameron, the beautiful Sister Cameron. Y'all go check her out. Great channel with great information about mental health. Y'all go check it out if you have not yet. So I'm going to give some examples. I'm going to give some instances in which you are not on code. I'm going to use real world examples, right? So there's being on code with freedom, right? There's if you vote, you are not on code. If you vote for government, if you vote for a president, if you vote for a councilman, if you vote for a sheriff, if you vote for a mayor, you are not on code with freedom. You are not on code. Now, you can see the light and come to the light side. You can come over to the true freedom side because, everybody has to start somewhere, right? But if you sit up here jaw-jacking about freedom and you're not demonstrating that through your actions and behavior and all that, then you are not on code with freedom. So guess what? I'm not going to back you up when that law and order turns on you. When law and order is used against you, I'm gonna be like, hey man, I tried to told you. Mind the man, Musa, what's good? Yeah, salute to you, brother. Dead Mike in the building. The light side got to be the good side because you are enlightened. You are enlightened, right? That's all that means. When you are enlightened, see, because everybody starts off as a status, right? If they're raised in this society, they have to be enlightened and come over to the side of freedom. Once you are truly on the side of freedom, there's no turning back. I can't even imagine not having that mindset. I can't imagine wanting to vote for somebody all of a sudden. I can't imagine backing the blue. I can't imagine any of that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Now, that is how that is in regards to that. Now, when it comes to being on code with your people, that's another story altogether as well. If you are if you are with your people, right, whether it be black, white, whatever, they talk about being on code, right? Now, black folks, I hear black folks talking about being on code more than white folks. White folks don't really talk about it. It's just automatic for them. I don't hear white people telling each other, man, you got to be on code, because it's automatic. When push comes to shove, for the most part, white folks stay on code and they don't have to say shit about being on code. They don't. But you hear black folks talking about it. Why? Because so many black folks out there will not be on code. They will coon, they will chuck and jive, all that shit. Asians, right? Chinese folks, they're on code with each other. The small hat community, they are on code with each other, right? They stay on code. Now you do, when it comes to like Israel versus Palestine, that's a whole different thing, because now you're talking about the Israeli government, right? That's a whole different thing, because there are a lot of Israeli people that are against what their government is doing. That's a different story, right? Because that's government. The Israeli government is government, and you should not be on code with government, right? So that's a different story. But when it comes to societies and cultures of people being on code, you stand with your people no matter what. Queen Mother Shaquila, how you doing? You stand on code with your people, no matter what, unless those individuals demonstrate that they are not on code. You understand what I'm saying? You will get, once you demonstrate that you're willingly not going to be on code, you are now, in my mind, a piece of trash. Like, I will have zero respect for you. I will not entertain anything from you whatsoever. I'll give you your props when you're right, but you'll still be a piece of shit. I'll say, oh yeah, he was right about that, but he's still a piece of shit. That's how I go. That's how I move with it. because they have made a conscious decision to go against their people. There are some people I'm going to name that are not on code, and they don't deserve for anybody to be on code with them. Brandon Tatum. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Officer Tatum. He is the cooniest of coons. He is a former pig, right? Who married a white woman, which is, I don't have any problem with that, right? I have no problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is letting your wife, your white wife, put a battery in your back to go against black people. And that's exactly what she does. He is consistently not on code with his people. When a pig murders, commits terrorism and murders an unarmed individual, if it's a black man who got shot in the back running away, he will find a way to justify it, and he will demonize the black man that got shot in his back. Yeah, he will push a narrative. Oh, he smoked weed. Oh, he was a weed smoker. He skipped classes in high school. Oh, all the bullshit that he'll push to justify police murder, particularly against black folks. He is not on code, and he will not get any grace or any respect from a motherfucker like me ever in life. So, well, in what instance would he need anybody to be on code with him? Let's say he's driving somewhere and he gets pulled over by a pig and or a street pirate, and the street pirate doesn't know who he is, and he starts mouthing off for whatever reason, because sometimes y'all know pigs are human beings, right? They have bad days and they have attitudes for no goddamn reason like everybody else. But you're just supposed to take it from them. You're supposed to accept that they can be assholes because they have a badge and a gun. I don't believe in that. So let's say one day Brandon Tatum, right, the Officer Tatum, gets pulled over and ends up getting murdered by the police. I will not have any sympathy whatsoever for Brandon Tatum. I'm like, oh well. I'm telling y'all that right now. If I find out that he got killed by a pig, under any circumstance, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. He was unarmed and handcuffed and laying on the ground unconscious, and a cop decided to shoot him in the back of the head for no goddamn reason. Hey, them your peoples. You chose up, right? You chose law and order and the white man's government over your own people. There will be no being on code with an Officer Tatum. You have demonstrated that you are a coon to the 10th degree. And I will not rock with you in that regard. You are no longer part of the black community. I will go as far as to say that. Yeah. I don't consider Brandon Tatum as part of the black community. He doesn't want to be a part of the black community. He said himself that when he's in his neighborhood, when he first moved to his neighborhood, which the neighborhood, the white neighborhood, basically, a bunch of white folks, and he started meeting white folks in his community, he said he felt the need to tell them, I'm one of the good ones. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm one of them good Negroes. I'm one of them good Negroes. Yeah, I'm the one. Yeah, I'm not one of them Negroes. I'm a good Negro. He said that out of his fucking mouth. He also said that when he was a cop, when he was a pig, and he had to accept, right, as part of the training, you have to accept as a police officer, as a pig, that if you get called out on a burglary for an 80-year-old woman, you might have to kill that 80-year-old woman. Yeah. You have to accept the fact you might have to kill that 80-year-old woman. The Officer Tatum gets no code grace. Hodge twins, same with the Hodge twins. Same with them motherfuckers. ABL, I would say Anthony Brian Logan, but not really. I don't know. you know, he's not as bad as Officer Tatum, but he be on code with some stuff. He'll call out blatant racism, but you know, he's still a pro law and order guy, right? Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis, Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson, right? In the world of boxing. Those guys do not deserve the code. They don't. Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis embraced a drug cheat that attempted to kill one of his brothers. Not only one of his black brothers, but a so-called Muslim brother. He was supposed to be a Muslim. But he chose the white-looking Ryan Garcia, right? He chose him over his own people. Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis gets no grace. He gets no code. I will not stand on code for Gervonta Tank Davis whatsoever. That means that if he gets his ass beat, gets completely starched and knocked out, maybe suffer brain damage, maybe passes away by a drug cheating other, I would not give a fuck. That's how I carry it. I don't give a fuck. He has demonstrated that he is okay with the drug cheat. He was okay for his brother to get drug cheated by a Ryan Garcia, who he lied and said he would smack if he saw him, and instead gave him a big ass hug. And even after Ryan Garcia went on a racist rant, said fuck all niggers and all this other shit, that he wanted to dig up George Floyd, revive him, kill him again, he still defended this man when they asked about him at his press conference to fight whoever the fuck, Frank Martin. Gervonta Tank Davis is a coon. Keyshawn Davis gave this man a hug. Hugged him up, just hugged him. Just like, oh yeah, that's my boy. Try to get a fight with him. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, not as blatant, but you know, he's on that line. Right? Wiz Khalifa rocks with Ryan Garcia, even though he knew that he was a drug cheat and a racist. Wiz Khalifa gets no code. If you allow people like that, after they demonstrate that they don't give a fuck about you, but you have any level, I just don't understand how anybody could rock with that. I don't understand. For me, it will forever be fuck Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis. After he demonstrated that it was fuck us. Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis said fuck y'all. Wiz Khalifa said fuck y'all. Keyshawn Davis said fuck y'all. Right? So you got those individuals. There are many out there, right? Who was that? There are many out there that choose to not be on code, but want you to be on code with them. But they feel like, oh, because they have celebrity and they have all this money, you just supposed to kiss their ass and tell them that they fart smell like rainbows and sunshine. No. Straight up and down, I have zero respect for these motherfuckers. You know why? Because it's dangerous. It's dangerous. You got to leave them motherfuckers back behind. You got to let them motherfuckers get caught up in the snare. You got to let the dogs get to them first, because I can't turn my back on you, right? What did Eryka Badu say? Eryka Badu said one of the most crucial, pivotal, one of the most crucial and important lyrics that she's ever spit. One of the most important bars. And if you think about turning back, I got the shotgun on your back. I take that to heart. If you think about turning back, I got the shotgun on your back. Why did she say that? Because she knew. She knew that there are people out here that will turn their back on their people. And if you don't put that shotgun on their back, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. You got to leave their ass to the wayside. You got to leave their ass to the wayside. Once they demonstrate they're willing to go there, it's fuck them, right? I can't trust you ever again. I can't. Because you've shown, I mean, come on now. Listen, the officer, the Brandon Tatum old silly ass, I told y'all about, did I tell y'all about, I told y'all about that, what's that fucking cracker's name? The Peckerwood that I told y'all about that was calling out people to go to his gym. What's his name? Wes Watson. I told you about Wes Watson. Let me see what y'all saying a little bit. Shaquilla says they don't believe degradation applies to them. No, they don't. They think they're special. There are people in circus says you can't come back. Exactly. You can't. These motherfuckers think they special because these white folks love them. They'll give them all the money in the world to shit on black folks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And they think they're accepted by them. But you got to think. Now I'm not saying all white folks, right? I'm not saying all white people are bad or nothing like that. I'm saying if there comes a time where you're at a crossroads and you have to make certain decisions. And there are decisions that should be obvious. Like when Ryan Garcia went on that racist rant. Like when cops shoot black folks in the back or put their knees on their necks. Right? And say and call them a nigger while they're dying and bleeding out. There are times where you come to a crossroads and you have to make a decision with all the information that you have at your disposal. You choose the option that demonstrates that you will turn your back on your people. Wes Watson, right? That Peckerwood that called people out to come fight him at his gym if they got a problem with him. Gave the name of the gym, gave the address. Some guy DM'd him, a black dude. You know what I'm saying? They went back and forth. They set up this whole thing so they can have a head up fade, right? A head up fade. No. Wes Watson, he's not an honorable man. No. Not even in the least bit. Guy shows up, confronts him, and instead of going outside like he said he would to scrap, no. He has his buddies surround him, and they start whooping the shit out of him. Yeah. And apparently was calling him a nigger. Was calling him the N-word while they were whooping his ass. And the officer Tatum, that Uncle Ruckus motherfucker, defended Wes Watson. When people like Greg Doucette, excuse me, a white man, Sean Jones, another white man, right, on YouTube, he's an MMA fighter. All these other motherfuckers calling Wes Watson out for being a piece of shit. This black bastard comes out and defends Wes Watson. Defends him. And the only reason he defended him is because the victim was black. If the roles were reversed and it was Cali Muscle calling people out and somebody showed up and Cali Muscle had his homies stomping motherfuckers out, pulling their hair, gouging their eyes out, gouging their eyes, hitting them with weights and kicking them in the fucking head. Oh, the Brandon Tatum would have the opposite point of view. Motherfuckers like that are not subject to the code. They're not. We don't have to be on code with everybody. Being on code, no, it's not. No, it's not universal to everybody. No, you have to demonstrate that you standing on business. If you ain't standing on business, what you want us to do for you? We ain't gonna do shit for you. Brandon Tatum is indeed a sucker MC. Shaw Killer says, A-Bane, also predators whom are off code and the community doesn't deserve the bro. Yeah, Brother Orr says, no, they don't. Shaquilla Field says, we'll never unsee it. You got to let him go. Exactly. You'll never unsee it. KGRJ says, when it comes to Tatum, his opinion on Sonya Massey pretty much proves not just him, but any cop has in mind saying to kill America. Oh, yeah, for less. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think I saw Jay with open eyed for it in here. Exactly. Jay with open. It's dangerous. They keep the tyranny going. Yeah. They'll turn your ass in. Yeah. No, them racist white folks you stand up for. Yeah. Go see if they're gonna be on code for you. Yeah. You going over there with them. They'll love your ass. Mm-hmm. You know, I ain't got time for the bullshit. No. I'm not standing up for you. No, not even a little bit. I was actually really pissed at Terrence Crawford when they asked him, about the fight with Errol Spence. He was getting ready to fight Majimov, right? And Turkey showed out for him. Showed out production-wise, made it look real good. And he said that his fight with Errol was ghetto. Oh, that was ghetto. That wasn't shit. Downplayed his fight with another black man. You know what I'm saying? Just to, you know what I mean? Like, that was not necessary. What are you talking about? You sitting up here talking, like, why should... I'm almost like, fuck that with him. But, I'm, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Like downplaying it, like, no, that was just, black folks doing, Yeah, ABL is, he always been on that. ABL has always been a, milk toast fence sitter. He ain't completely crossed over yet, but he do be getting close a lot of the times. Black Spring Autumn was good. How you doing? Y'all go check out Black Spring Autumn as well. Anyway, y'all get the gist. Cause look, I'm gonna tell you something. If you're on code with people that are worthy, right? And that demonstrate they're down. Those are the people that you really want on your side, right? And the ones that show that, hey, they'll move where the wind takes them, is fuck them. I ain't got time for this shit. The way the world is right now, and the times we're in, we ain't got time to give these motherfuckers second and third chances and thinking that they're going to... No. Once you demonstrate. No. We too old for that shit, right, y'all? We too old for that shit. We too old for all that. Xander says, what's good, J-Man? You called ABL soft and he threatened you with violence? That don't even make no sense. How you gonna threaten? He don't even know what you look like. How you gonna threaten you with violence? Yeah, I mean, listen, Black Spring Autumn. Because you want to give certain people benefit of the doubt. I mean, but how much benefit do you need to see before you understand what they're talking about? Xander said his parents couldn't give EBL a proper name, so they gave him that nigga three first names. You funny. Hell yeah, fuck Amazing Lucas. Yeah, the Amazing Lucas is definitely off code. You know why? He a flip flopper, bro. You don't know what. He too fake. That motherfucker fake. Because once you threaten another black man's children, you have demonstrated that you are not on code. Because I ain't never heard him threaten a white man's kids. That pissed him off. No, fuck it. No, the Amazing Lucas is not on code. Don't believe the Amazing Lucas is full of shit. He's fake. Right? The conservative base abandoned him, right? Because he was trying to stand up for Ahmaud Arbery. So now he's a shill. He's a shill. So he had to attach himself to some community or another. He's still a statist, you know what I'm saying? Monty Mansa Musa said, good. I appreciate that, Monty Mansa Musa. And then, but his mama still don't love his black ass. Right? Oh, his mama's something else. Bud's mom is just, she is something else. Black Spring with Autumn says black barons. That's exactly what they are. And guess what? You might think, oh, they're on to something, but guess what? They're not. You know what they are? They're just they're capitalizing. They know it's a niche. They know, oh, if I can get in good with this community, if I can get in good here, man, shit. If you're like a Candace Owens or a Brandon Tatum, and you find your way and you get embraced by them folks, oh my God. You talking million, you can get 1 million subscribers in a year fucking with them. Like, if you became a black conservative and you pushed a message on any platform and you got charisma and you're entertaining and funny and all that shit. Now, Brandon Tatum, he's funny-ish, but he's quite corny. You know what I mean? And I don't know why he doesn't go to speech class. That's a whole nother story. But he is funny enough for them. He is funny enough for them because of the way he talks. He doesn't talk like, how do I say this? They love buffoons, right? Just listen to how these motherfuckers talk. Just go. The Hodge twins. Listen to how they talk. Look at that speech. Brandon Tatum, ABL, he tries to speak eloquently. He probably speaks the most eloquent of all those guys. But he still, he has a speech impediment. He'll tell you himself, right? ABL has a speech impediment. But Brandon Tatum, he still sounds like an ignorant goddamn fool when he talks. Uses words out of context, all kind of silly shit. Hodge twins do the same thing. Oh, hell yeah. Y'all seen the Hodge twins. Listen to them talk, man. Like when they shit on black folks. Oh, look at that nigga right there. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, that. Where the good white folks at? They'll say silly. They talk just like Uncle Ruckus. They talk just like Uncle Ruckus. The type of shit Uncle Ruckus will say, that's what the Hodge twins will say. White folks, white conservatives that don't like black people, love niggas like that. They will give you all their fucking money. They'll give you all their money. Yeah, they'll give you all your money. You'll be living mad comfortably. Yeah, absolutely. You will come up quick. But you gotta have some, big black men, Black conservative perspective, yes. Yeah, the way he talks, Like, blow your nose, bro. He talks like his nose stopped up all day. Right, J-Man. They should, I mean, but, and they're comedians too, so. The Hodge twins actually surprised me proud by exposing the video of people lying on black people looting, but still, yeah, I mean, every now and then they won't coon, but then they right back to the cooning. So it's like, there are times where I was like, man, okay, Hodge twins trying to be on something. But the very next video, they back to shitting on black people again. They love to generalize the black community. They love to paint a picture of black folks in general that is just completely off. They'll do that. Anyone with 1 million subscribers since pre-Modelo 19 has patron protection. Of course. They were making fun of how Micah Johnson got blown up. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. You ain't got to do all that, right? If you're a conservative, you can be a black. I'm a black conservative. I'm a conservative black man. Just in principle conservative, right? But I'm not a Republican. But I am conservative. Most black people are conservative. But it was better when black folks were conservative and they were segregated. This is real talk. It was the black community was stronger when we were segregated. I wish integration did not happen the way it happened. I believe quite strongly in segregation. I believe in natural, right? Organic coming together of people. You know, I believe in it organically, like, because people are going to naturally congregate with like-minded people. It's just natural. So even though they did segregation, it's still segregated to a lot of degrees, right? There's still, areas with, with populated with mostly black people, Hispanics. I mean, it's just natural, right? But when they forced it back in the 60s, it created resentment. It was like, it was like to make a point, like, oh, I gotta go in this white man's ice cream parlor and give me some ice cream. The way I think, listen, I believe so much in freedom that if that white man don't want me to come in his fucking restaurant, that's his right. He owns it. It's his fucking shit. It's his business. Right? You don't want me to come in there and get no ice cream? You don't want my money? All right, fuck it. We'll go build our own ice cream parlor. You know what I'm saying? You don't want us to go to your school? All right. I won't go to your school. You stay in your institution. I will create my own school. And it goes both ways. If I own a business and I want to hire all black people to staff my business, I got every fucking right. If I don't want to hire a white person, I'll say it. I should be able to say, nah, I don't want to hire no white people and not have to worry about getting in trouble. It's my fucking business. And guess what? If the potential customers don't like it, they don't have to come. But guess what? If I provide good service and goods and guess what? I might have the best ice cream in the county. You might send your black friend to come get some ice cream. It's so goddamn good. You're still going to have a business. It is what it is. You should be able to say, no, I don't hire white people. No, I staff my business completely with black people. And the white folks should be able to say the same thing. But it was the forcing of it, right? That was the problem. Kegar J says, yes, BCP sound like he got dang Looney Tunes character. Like he started to ask himself, does his audience listen to him for info? Or no, they don't listen to him for info. They're there to listen to him shit on black people. That's it. They love that shit. Holy shit. My bad, J-Man. I think I accidentally took you off moderator. Hold on. Oops. My bad. Anyway. Why are folks mad? I don't know why they mad Snoop rap. I mean, maybe because they feel like Snoop Dogg's a hypocrite. Because in 2016, he was mad at Trump for winning. So they think he's a hypocrite. I understand. I understand why they think Snoop is a hypocrite. Like, why shit on Trump in the first place? If you're just going to... Because before Trump became president the first time, Snoop didn't have no problem with goddamn President Trump. He didn't have no problem with Trump. No, they aren't conservative, Jay. Black Spring Autumn says at some point, if you found out that Tatum and his influence wouldn't take them to the mountaintop. Exactly. No speaking engagements, no opening for other conservatives. Yeah, I mean, like you said, he's not a real conservative. Black Spring Autumn is a real conservative. She's a real conservative, real talk. Jay says because they support Trump, who pushes a lot of anti-conservative policies. Yeah, that's real shit. Hey, he does. Allegedly, he wouldn't share his manager's information or any other conservative references after having... I mean, because he's not trying to pull nobody else up. He want to be the only black man. I don't want to be the only good Negro. Yeah, I just want to be the only good Negro. No other good Negroes over here. Jay with Open Eyes says, Zay, because even when you go into their establishment, they're just gonna fuck you over anyway. Yeah. Or try to sneak. Yeah, they do. Mighty Man Samu says, I'm a rebellious slave. I'm gonna be get free regardless of whatever, because freedom ain't free and it's worth dying for. Fuck the system and the terrarium in this terrarium. Let's go beyond the ice walls. That's what's up. Hey, Mighty Man Samu, that's exactly what's up. Yeah, man. That's what actually true freedom is. True freedom is you going in a white establishment and them saying we don't want no Negroes here. Okay. That's freedom. Freedom is free to be if you want to be a racist and you want to discriminate, you have a right to discriminate against anybody that wants to come into your business, wants to be employed by your business. You have a right to discriminate. That's when you're consistent about freedom, that's how consistent about freedom you got to be. And you can't make somebody, they own their business. They own it. You can't tell them who they can and can't allow in their business. You can't tell them who and who they're not allowed to hire. It's their fucking business. They don't want to hire your black ass. They shouldn't have to. If I don't want to hire that white ass motherfucker, I shouldn't have to. If I don't want to hire an LMNOP community member, I shouldn't have to. That's fucking freedom right there. Black Queen Autumn said she was crushed by him and the conservative contemporaries due to lifestyle that let her know her kind was not accepted. That's crazy, Black Spring Autumn. Hold on. Yeah. If you challenge King T and his progeny. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. That's real talk. But that's how they roll, you know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to get on in the house. I'm about to go in the house and get ready to get it cracking. Soulja Boy was there to crank that. Dead Mike, something wrong with you. Black Root Spring Autumn, I will. Anyway, guys, and it's going to be a cold one tonight. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Thank you guys for coming through. Please hit that like button. Yes, vitamin C. Vitamin C, got to stay on it. Zinc, more importantly, and vitamin D. That is also crucial to your immune system. But I take a lot of Korean red ginseng. That works really good too. Anyway, much love. Like, share, subscribe, and we're gonna keep marching forward toward freedom and truth. Peace.